Y'all been telling me about this bull moose or chilling moose. So on my travel today, I was able to get my paws on it. So let's see what this bull moose from Foundry is all about. Let's roll. Cheers, kinfolk. Welcome back. And real quick, made a mistake. It's not Foundry Cigar Company. It's Forged Cigar Company. That's where the chilling moose or bull moose came from. So this is the bull moose Maduro 5x60. Okay, quite the larger size. I love the Robusto size in cigars. This one comes off a little bit larger in the Gordo size. We're gonna dig into this. I'll tell you what, so far it's giving those that oscuro feel, just like this last cigar did, and it has those darker notes in that Maduro wrapper. But please to note that this is a puro right from Nicaragua, so we're gonna get a lot of those intense flavors that Nicaragua offers in this cigar. I think that's what the bull moose is known for, is being a stronger cigar. I believe it's sun grown as well, so I feel like we're gonna get some more of those intense flavors, and of course the higher nicotine levels as well. So we'll see how this goes as review goes. But right now, the logo is pretty cool, man. There's some folks on reviews that were smoking the bull moose. Hey, I'm smoking my chilling moose, whatnot, and I was like, what? I never had that. Matter of fact, I never even had any cigars from Ford Cigar Company anyway. So when I was out and about and I saw this today, I had to get my paws on it and see what it's about. But yeah, I think that maybe that wrapper could be a little bit smaller. I'll tell you what, when I smoke my cigars, I like to have at least a little band on it the whole time. It's just a personal thing. But you know, when you get a big band like this and you get your cigar naked, then this is what you got. But yeah, it's got some nice veins, nice thick veins in that tobacco right there. It looks really good, really oily too. There's not a lot of toothiness to it. It's like slight toothiness, so it's not a lot of those blister bumps that you normally see in those heavier cigars. So it's not a lot, just a few, but still looking good. I got a new book. I wanted to start logging my cigars down and capturing, instead of videos, capturing on paper of what I experienced with some of these cigars. So I got a logbook here that I'm going to be logging in and hopefully keeping good track of these sticker cigars that I smoke. Man, so I was gonna say the cigar itself's got a solid feel to it, so it's pretty solid. There's not a lot of give to it, but with that cold draw I just did, it's airy but not too airy. It's not constricted at all, but it is starting to unravel on me right now, and I barely took anything off of the cap. I ain't feeling that already. So yeah, it's gotten us unraveled. So when that starts happening, what I normally do is I take it down just a little bit, and then I just pick it off right there. Then hopefully it won't get any worse than it is. But yeah, it's got some unraveling going on. It doesn't feel too dry or anything, but yeah, some of that did come off. So gonna have to remember that. So the cap did have some cinnamon notes to it, and maybe a dry fruit to it. Getting that more or less with the cold draw. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and light it up and see what we got. I got some yeungling in my travels to Texas over the winter break. Brought some back up with me. Really smooth lager. Really good, and hoping that it doesn't that it pairs well with the cigar. Doesn't take much. Well, it does take a little bit when you get to the Gordos and the bigger cigars. I like to take my time when I light my cigars because I don't want to create a lot of off flavors or whatnot. That you can scorch your cigar when you're lighting it. So you never want to be all up in that cigar, you know, and lighten it up. I try to go out as far as I can and then work my way in if needed be. But once I start get that amber glow on that foot, that's when I know I'm pretty much there. And once all that dark is gone, then there you go. And that's really all it takes. But yeah. So right now, a lot of those dry fruit notes that I picked up in the cold draw and on the foot, I'm getting that through this first pull here, and it's mellow. It's got some nuttiness to it, which I always like when I first light a cigar. When I start getting those notes, I know hopefully it's gonna be a good cigar, and sometimes those hold through the whole thing, and then if it doesn't, then sometimes the first light is just like it's good, and then it just drops off. I don't know how that happens sometimes, but it's just the way it is with some of these cigars. Man, what is that? Pepper notes, fresh cracked pepper on the pepper note on the retro hill, so a little bit spicier. Of course, I figured that was going to happen, of course, with this cigar, knowing it's sun grown, and I can't quite put my hand on it, but it's like this cherry note on the back end of that retro hill too. Is really nice. Nice smoke output too. Very reminiscent of the Connecticut broadleaf and how much smoke those cigars give out. This is giving out plenty, and it's just kind of hanging out there in the air, just sitting there real thick. The cigar burn line's doing real good. It's a little bit wavy right now, but I'm sure that'll fix itself as we get into this cigar. But yeah, I'm digging it right now. It's Chillin' Moose. Not bad, not bad. But this damn wrapper, it is coming off on me right now. It's moving. If I were to try to start unraveling this, it would take that whole wrapper off. So I'm just gonna do the best I can. I don't plan on trying to fix. I got tobacco glue up there that I could fix, but it's a little too late for that right now. That's something that if I knew days ahead that it was gonna crack like that, and there was any signs of cracking, I could have put that tobacco glue on there and fixed that. But yeah, I don't not liking that at all right now. That's definitely a letdown of the cigar, but the flavors are good. So I'm not gonna knock off too many points just for that. But right now it's really good. Let me start smoking this down a little bit, see if the flavor changes, and I'll update you guys if needed be. And yeah, hopefully that wrapper doesn't affect me too much. But anyway, here we go. All right, y'all. So I'm having a hell of a time smoking this cigar right now. It's because when the wrapper goes, everything else follows right after that. So the wrapper, pretty much, I can take this whole thing off now because it won't stay on. So we're just gonna chuck that, and I'm just gonna count that as an L, and we're just gonna be smoking the binder and the filler today, which is cool too because you get a really good feel of what the binder and the filler tastes like. It's pretty much a broken down cigar, and that's cool. It's a budget stick, y'all. Sometimes you get ones that are constructed very well, sometimes you don't, and I'm not gonna gig the whole cigar on this experience with the wrapper because it still tastes great. But man, it's definitely annoying when you can't smoke the cigar as it was intended to by the blenders. So we're gonna keep chugging along. Ash is very flaky, starting to come off, and then of course the binder where I made my cut, it's starting to unravel too. So I would say the next time I smoke this cigar, I would punch it. Okay, and I don't know if any of y'all had any problems with this cigar, please let me know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this down to the second third, and I'll update you if anything changes. Whew. All right, bullmoose, y'all, and you can see that bad boy's naked right now. She ain't got no clothes on because the panties came right off of that cigar. So overall, this is a budget stick. I knew that going into it, and I'm not gonna say that with the ill feel towards budget sticks, because there's budget sticks that are awesome out here. When I'm talking about budget, I'm talking about cigars that are underneath $10. This one here, I think about $6.80, somewhere around there here where I'm at. That's what I paid for it. And yeah, you know what? It's good. It's a good cigar for what it is. Other than that wrapper coming off, that's really the only negative thing about the cigar. So I got this book. It's got a rating scale in here. 10 points is the highest you can get. It's got 5 columns in it. It's got appearance, construction, flavor, value for the money, and overall rating, right? So we're gonna go through what I felt what this cigar deserves for me. Appearance, I gave it an 8 because it looked really good. I like the wrapper when it was on. The band was cool, but I think it was a little too big. But I think 8, really good score for that, right? Construction, I gave it a 1, obviously because the wrapper fell off. Bam, I couldn't taste it with the wrapper on it. Toward, you know, that's what the cigar is meant for, right? But anywho, flavor, I gave it a 7 because even without that wrapper, it was still tasty for what it was, you know. Value for the money, again, 7, $6.80. For it to still taste as good as it did, I think it deserved a 7. Okay, overall rating, I gave it a 6 just because I just couldn't rate it as high as I wanted to. I think that's being overly fair, really, giving it a 6 because I mean, look, I'm smoking a naked cigar, y'all, and even the binder is starting to come unraveled on me. So, you know, and it's flaking all over the place. So I gave it a 6. Overall rating 5.8 on the kindredleaf scale, y'all. There we go. So I think I'm gonna just gonna put that out because that binder's starting to fall apart, and you know what? We're just gonna give a funeral to this wrapper, y'all. But that's it. That's all we got. We're just gonna send this to the tobacco skies. Y'all know the motto: be kindred in the leaf, be good to one another. We'll see y'all in the next Kindred Leaf Cigar Review.